What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex, and I'm joined by Tyler, and we are here today to talk about our top 5 worlds that we want to see in Kingdom Hearts 3. We just got the announcement that Toy Story is a world in Kingdom Hearts, so it got us thinking, well, what other worlds could we see in Kingdom Hearts 3? So these are worlds that aren't talked about, they aren't confirmed at all. We only know of a very select few worlds that actually are confirmed. So we're going to go down the list. We're going to have a little honorable mention where we kind of talk about why some things don't make the list. So Tyler, run us down number 5.
So number 5, Frozen. I would like to see a world based on the movie Frozen. I think Frozen fits really well, not because of like how many people like Frozen. I don't personally think it was that amazing of a movie, but I think plot-wise, it fits with Kingdom Hearts. It fits with kind of like what they're probably going to be doing with Kingdom Hearts 3. Spoilers, if you don't know, Anna, Elsa's the one with powers, Anna's the one that doesn't have powers. But Anna ends up becoming totally frozen in the end. The only thing that can unfreeze her is true love, but it's not the typical true love like a prince. It's the true love between sisters. So Elsa hugging Anna's frozen corpse brings Anna back to life. Now, that, to me, the whole love thing, that's a different, almost not cliche type twist on love and true love and all that, but that fits into Hearts, which fits into Kingdom Hearts. Also, just, the whole Ice Kingdom and all these different things, it works. Elsa would probably be one of the bosses. The Ice Giant that she creates would probably be one of the bosses. Kristoff would probably be a party member. Either Kristoff and the Reindeer would be a party member, or just Kristoff with the Reindeer as one party member. But now knowing that we could have up to 4 party members, 5 if you include Sora, it would probably be the Reindeer and Kristoff. And Olaf would also be kind of like a comedy. I could see Olaf and Donald Duck interacting quite a bit, because Olaf is kind of like a dumb, stupid thing, and Donald just can't stand that kind of stuff. He could put up with Goofy, but Donald and him would be really, really funny. My number 4 is Marvel. I want it to be a Marvel world. You could probably see, Marvel's tough, because I want Marvel, but I truly don't want Marvel. Characters that we could see, they could probably do like an Avengers type thing. Now, my question is, because I know Disney obviously owns Marvel, but because Sony owns the rights to Spider-Man, some of Spider-Man, not fully like the character Spider-Man, but some of Spider-Man, I don't know if they'd be able to actually use Spider-Man in Kingdom Hearts. I don't think that they would. But who they would be able to use, Iron Man, Hulk, Thor, basically who we had before Civil War, the movie Civil War, Captain America Civil War. So everybody that we had before Civil War would be able to be in Kingdom Hearts. But again, Spider-Man's a possibility, but I don't think so. So, who I can see them, like, for a boss battle type setup, or, if they go the traditional Kingdom Hearts route where you travel twice to each world, and I don't know if that's the case, but I'm just assuming that they do that again. The first time that you go there, it would probably be the events of, like, the Avengers 1, which makes sense. It would be the Heartless and the Chitauri that you face. So that would make sense, because, they would be kind of like base bad guys, I guess you would say, like regular bad guys, but like swarms of them. And then the boss battle could be like one of those big whales or whatever. So that I can see. It would probably be more of like a swarm type, just like big epic swarm boss battle against like a whale, and just working with, and then again in your party, because you'd have Donald and Goofy, but then you could either have like Iron Man, Hulk, Thor, Iron Man. So that would be kind of sweet. The second time, I would assume that it would be Ultron, based on Age of Ultron. Ultron would be the final boss, but again, you'd have the Ultron bots being enemies among Heartless. So it does fit, and then you'd have some new characters. Maybe they would throw in the Vision, I don't know. So, it is, and then, again, because it's different locations, because the movies are different, one's like New York City, one is in the middle of some European area. So you would get different locations for all these Marvel events, I guess you could say. So, it does let you explore a little bit of Marvel, it lets you see the superheroes, lets you be part of those 2 Avengers films, and again, it can make sense. Kingdom Hearts makes things work, basically. Number 3 for me is Moana. I really enjoyed that movie. And again, Moana himself would be a party member. I don't think the female character, I don't know her name, she's not really all that important in my opinion. I think Moana would be the only party member if they did a Moana type world. You'd have the big like lava monster that they are facing at the end, be one of the boss battles, and then the big crab, kind of in the middle-ish towards the end of the movie. That would probably be like the first boss. Second boss would be the lava. Because Moana the funny thing is how Sora's Keyblade, and he could do all these Keyblade transformations, Moana himself can transform because of his weapon. So, how that can like tie in. So it definitely could work. Wreck-It Ralph is my number 2 pick. That one would probably be one of the most fun, mainly because you'd be going to all these different like video game typey areas. There'd probably be like the racing. There'd be so many different things. But the ironic thing is it is a video game inside a video game world. And I could totally see them doing that kind of stuff. Because then it would be really interesting to see what the outfits would look like for Sora, Donald, and Goofy, mainly because they're already in a video game. So how do you video game outfit-tize a video game character? I don't know, but it would be interesting to see. My number 1 I really hope that we get is The Incredibles. I really want to see an Incredibles world. I think it fits so well into Kingdom Hearts. Due to the plot, due to like what it is, like it's the whole family thing, but like love, again, fits with Kingdom Hearts. And again, how we can have 4 party members. If at one point, because there's 4, there's Mr. Incredible, Elastigirl, Dash, and Violet. And it would be based on The Incredibles 1, I think. I don't know, but cause it depends on when the game actually comes out and that type of stuff. Kingdom Hearts comes out. It totally fits. If you didn't have Donald and Goofy, if like I said, if you were separated or whatever, maybe they go on their own mission. Maybe they have to help the king for that. When you first visit, they're maybe helping Mickey or something. So then it's just Sora, and he's on his own adventure. And then you fill those 4 party slots with every one of the Incredibles. And then, I could picture like Sora wearing like a slightly different outfit, not like a superhero outfit, because in the Marvel world, he'd probably be like in a superhero type outfit. In this world, it would probably be a little bit different, more of the red, and he'd probably be wearing a mask over his eyes. It wouldn't be much different, but, still incredibly style. But it would be really, really sweet to... Because then it's like it would be Marvel and the Incredibles, so it's like 2 different superheroes, but it's 2 different worlds though, so it's totally different. So it would just be really cool to, because then obviously easy for the bosses, it would be big like the robots, like the smaller robot that Mr. Incredible faces earlier on in the film, and the final battle with all of the whole family would be the big robot in the city. And again, there'd be forest location, the base location, and the city location. So that works too. But that one, I wish that they revealed that at D23, but I have a feeling that we will be seeing an incredible reveal before Kingdom Hearts comes out in 2018.
And now we have left off 2 pretty popular, especially one in particular to our channel, that we both like a lot. We love them, but we don't feel they're necessarily good fits for the world. So those 2 are Star Wars and Pirates of the Caribbean. So Tyler, why aren't they on our list?
The thing so obviously, as we saw from the engine and how good Toy Story looks, like it looks like a Pixar film. The problem now, because Kingdom Hearts looks so good, where before obviously it was PS2, so it was okay to look like have Sora look like a certain way character model wise, and then have Jack Sparrow in PS2 form next to him, you could get away with it. But now with the technology that they have now and how things look, I don't think that they'd be able to get away with it, because it would be like it would almost be like this Sora, like regular base Sora, not standing next to Noctis from Final Fantasy 15, because Noctis looks like a real human, where Sora, he looks similar, but really he doesn't. And it's almost like it's too close. Like it would be, you'd tell that there's a difference, but it would be like a weird difference, to where it's like, is Sora an alien? Like it just wouldn't. It would just be too odd. I don't think it would work. And The other thing for Pirates is Pirates, obviously we just had Pirates 5 come out, but I don't see them basing a world solely on Pirates 5. And they definitely wouldn't do 4 because Disney would be like, listen, we're trying to eliminate 4 from our memories and everybody's memories. So we can't have you do a 4 and then a 5. And the other thing is they couldn't do a 2 and a 3, which I think would make the most sense due to a heart being in the chest and Kingdom Hearts. And I know I keep referring to Love and Hearts, but it's Kingdom Hearts, so unfortunately that's how it goes. But I think Davy Jones being an enemy and all that stuff, it makes sense for Kingdom Hearts if it were to come out maybe like 4 years ago. The fact that we're so far past when Pirates 2 and Pirates 3 came out, it to me doesn't make sense for them to do a world based on almost that old of a movie. Where Toy Story, we had Toy Story 3 a few years ago, but Toy Story 4 is coming out in a couple years. So it still makes sense. Incredibles, yeah, it's an old movie, but Incredibles 2 comes out literally next year. So those movies are still relevant. I know they're old, they're based on something old, but they're coming out with something new. Where Pirates 5, really, I don't see a world, I just don't see it working. Now for Star Wars, I kind of almost want to see what Kingdom Hearts does with Star Wars. But it's the same thing because they look real. I think it would just be too much because then it's like, well, you have 7 movies to work with. You couldn't do 8. You could if you did DLC, but like Star Wars 8. So it's like, okay, do you do the original trilogy? Do you do the prequel trilogy? Or do you do the current trilogy? I think that they would have to go with the current trilogy because, and I think the party members would be Rey and Finn. And I don't know. I just don't. I know like the light and the dark, like it all works. So many different locations, it works. But I just don't know. I think we're gonna get Star Wars. I do, in Kingdom Hearts. But I almost don't want to see it because I just don't want how real Star Wars looks, like in the character models and all that looks. Like just picture like Battlefront 2, like Rey, like her character model. She looks real. But then put that next to Sora, who almost looks real, and then Donald and Goofy, who they fit. Like Sora, Donald, and Goofy, they all fit. And they all fit. Even if you were to keep Sora looking the same next to Mr. Incredible and The Incredibles, he still fits. But if you take him and you put him next to Rey or Finn, he doesn't. It just looks off, and that's why I hope that they stay away, at least in Kingdom Hearts 3, just for now. I hope that they stay away from any like human-based worlds.
So that is why those 2 were not included. So we want to know your list. What are the top worlds that you want to see in Kingdom Hearts 3 that have not already been confirmed? Leave in the comments below and we can surely talk about it. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Podcast Now. Make sure to like and share this video. And we hope you guys have liked the Kingdom Hearts stuff we have shown. Tyler is a massive fan, and we've already have a lot of Kingdom Hearts stuff on our channel. As we get closer and closer to Kingdom Hearts 3, you can bet that we will be a channel filled with Kingdom Hearts content. So make sure to check back for that as well. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you on the next video.